Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Wednesday, July 6th, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Detroit Tigers vs Cleveland Guardians. Our team pick is Cleveland Guardians for the win. And here is why. The Cleveland Guardians have been hard to figure out this season. I'm not sure if they are a bad good team or a good bad team. After winning 17 out of 21 games from May 30 to June 22, Cleveland has faded, losing 9 of their last 13 games. Cleveland did take 3 out of 5 games against the Twins last week, but have since dropped 4 of their previous 5. The Tigers entered Tuesday's action with a 32-47 record, but they have won 3 of their last 4 games. The Tigers are last in MLB, scoring 3.1 runs per game, with 47 home runs on the season. Despite the struggles, Detroit has several young players in the lineup who they hope will be key players in the future. Amongst the veterans, future Hall of Famer Miguel Cabrera leads the club with a .300 batting average and 27 RBI, but his power has diminished as he has just 3 home runs in 247 at-bats. Javier Baez, who was a significant addition in free agency, leads Detroit with 7 home runs, but has just a .245 on-base percentage. Despite the recent swing of things, Cleveland has won 63 of the last 86 meetings in Detroit and still have the better team. The Guardians need a win on Wednesday, and Shane Bieber is the right man to lead them to one. In 7 career starts at Comerica Park, Bieber is 6-1 with a 1.79 ERA. Cleveland is also 10-5 as a road favorite this season, despite being swept in Monday's doubleheader. Even with the recent offensive woes of the Guardians, the Tigers' offense has been even worse for most of the season. Back the Guards. Our total pick is under 7.5 runs. And here is why. Both bullpens have been doing well this season, as Detroit is 3rd in baseball with a 3.03 bullpen ERA, while Cleveland is 13th in the bigs with a 3.61 reliever ERA so far. There is very little power offensively between these teams as well, since neither has the ability to hit home runs. The Guardians have the 3rd fewest home runs hit at 61, while the Tigers are last in MLB with 47 as a collective unit. The under is 5-1-1 in their previous 7 games against one another, so go with the under here as well. Milwaukee Brewers vs Chicago Cubs. Our team pick is Chicago for the win, and here is why. Chicago was in some solid form heading into this series, having won 4 straight games last week prior to losing in extra innings to Boston on Sunday. The bad luck continued on Monday with the 10-inning loss to the Brewers. The Cubs are still in much better form than they were last month though, as they went on a 10-game losing streak in the middle of June. They are on a 7-game road trip that concludes with 4 games against the Dodgers beginning on Thursday. Chicago is in 4th place in the National League Central, trailing Milwaukee by 14 games. The Cubs are 11 games back of the final NL wildcard spot. Milwaukee will try to maintain its good form and wrap up this series with another win on Wednesday afternoon. The Brewers took 2 out of 3 from the Blue Jays before adding a pair of wins at Tampa Bay to close the June portion of their schedule. They split a 4-game series in Pittsburgh and then won Monday's series opener in extra innings. Milwaukee will get 3 more games against the Pirates this weekend. The Brewers are leading the NL Central, sitting 3 games ahead of St. Louis heading into Tuesday's slate. They are 13.5 games up on 3rd place Pittsburgh, so it is shaping up to be a 2-team race. It is never going to be cheap betting on Milwaukee with the reigning NL Cy Young winner on the mound, but this has gone way past the point of having value. The Brewers do not have a strong enough offense to warrant a -240 price tag against a top 10 hitting team, because Burns could throw 6 scoreless innings and only have a 1-run lead. Sampson has made 2 starts against much stronger lineups so far, and I expect him to have a much cleaner performance on Wednesday. Chicago is more than capable of scoring a few runs against Burns, which would put them in position to cash large tickets as underdogs. Our total pick is under 8 runs, and here is why. The Brewers have been solid on the offensive end this season, averaging 4.7 runs per game, while the Cubs have been slightly below average at roughly 4.4. The specter of Corbin Burns makes taking the over a pretty daunting task here. Burns is capable of blanking any team in the league and will have his way with a Cubs team that lacks true power. While the Brewers may well get to Adrian Sampson, don't expect them to be able to do all the heavy lifting here, as the Cubs bats will very likely stay silent all evening. Chicago White Sox vs Minnesota Twins. Our team pick is Minnesota Twins for the win. And here is why. I wasn't sure if I was watching the Twins and White Sox play at Guaranteed Rate Field or the sandlot across from Mr. Myrtle's fenced-in yard with the way the home runs were piling up. The Twins knocked 5 homers over the fence in a game that ended in a lopsided 8-2 victory for the visiting team. Tuesday night was downright ugly for the White Sox. There's no other way around it at this point. They got absolutely hammered at the plate in a matchup that looked more like a home run derby than an actually balgam. The White Sox must find some stability on the mound to turn things around. The Twins are taking whatever they want at the plate. They smacked 5 home runs over the wall against the White Sox on Tuesday night, and they've scored 6+ runs against them in the last 4 consecutive head-to-head games. You'd have to go all the way back to their first meeting in April to find a game where the White Sox played well defensively. And they still lost that game. Lance Lynn, who is making his 5th start on the mound, is still working his way back into the mix after missing time with an injury. Even if he does have a big performance, it's hard to put any faith in the bullpen to keep the floodgates from opening. Along with the obvious defensive struggles, the White Sox have been a worse version of themselves when batting at home this season. Their slash line dips to a .234, .296, .355 when playing at Guaranteed Rate Field. Throw in the fact that they're 16-23 at home, and it's clear the Twins are the team you should be placing your bets on. Our total pick is over 8.5 runs. And here is why. I know it is easy to overlook the White Sox offense right now as they have not clicked this season, but do not do that. Each team has played 4 games during the month of July so far, and Minnesota is averaging 3.5 runs per game, while Chicago is scoring a whopping 5.5 runs per game so far. Neither bullpen has been as effective as they hoped to be at this point of the regular season, as the Twins are 15th in the majors with a 3.78 reliever ERA, while the White Sox are 21st with a 4.22 bullpen ERA up to this point. The over is 2-0-2 in their last 4 games played in Chicago against one another, so go with the over here as well. Oakland Athletics vs Toronto Blue Jays. Our team pick is Oakland Athletics for the win. And here is why. Toronto couldn't find much success on 5 team hits in the Monday opener and ended up losing 5-1. In the Tuesday game, the Jays gave up 4 runs across the first 3 innings in a 5-3 loss. Yusei Kikuchi had a rough start with 2.1 innings, 4 earned, 2 hits and 5 walks. Over on the A's side, they scored 3 in the first inning Monday and never looked back en route to the victory. On Tuesday, Oakland had just 4 team hits and gave up 10 in the win. Starter Adrian Martinez finished with 5.0 innings, 3 earned and 8 hits. I'm going to take a stab on the A's. Caprillion has looked pretty good over his last 3 games. In that time he has 6 earned and a combined 16.2 innings on 10 hits and 8 walks. As for Barrios, he had a rough couple of outings going, 14 earned, 6.2 innings, before bouncing back versus Tampa his last time up. I'd imagine both starters will put up pretty solid numbers here in a fairly close game. Our total pick is over 8, and here is why. These starting pitchers have not done well as Jose Barrios is 2-4 with a 7.92 road ERA in 9 starts, while Jams Caprillion is 0-3 with a 6.45 ERA in 5 home starts up to this point. Neither bullpen has been good throughout the course of the regular season as Toronto is 22nd in the majors with a 4.34 reliever ERA, while Oakland is 24th with a 4.36 bullpen ERA so far. Toronto has been one of the best defenses, while Oakland is averaging over 3 runs in their previous 6 games. The over has hit in 5 of the previous 7 games played in Oakland Coliseum between the Blue Jays and A's, so go with over 8 runs. Miami Marlins vs Los Angeles Angels. Our team pick is Angels minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. Any hope for the Angels sticking around the AL wild card race is quickly dwindling, as a struggling offense has plated 5 total runs during this current 4-game skid including Tuesday's defeat in Miami. Only a sac fly from Taylor Ward in the 9th inning prevented the shutout, as Los Angeles managed only 3 singles and 2 walks for the game. Miami is playing some of its best baseball all season, extending its winning streak to 5 straight games behind, yet another outstanding outing from NL Cy Young favorite Sandy Alcantara on Tuesday. Gary Cooper opened the scoring with a solo shot in the bottom of the 3rd with Brian De La Cruz also going deep in the 5th, which was enough to support some outstanding pitching. The Angels are certainly not a good team at the moment, but will still be tough to beat when the excellent Ohtani is on the till. Aaron Rodgers struggling throughout the season on the other side, and this will mark the end of Miami's current winning streak. After dominating through much of his rookie campaign, Rodgers' command has fallen off the map in a tough 2022 as he is walking 11% of opposing batters. The Angels may be scuffling, but still have a dangerous middle of the order, and Miami's bullpen is also vulnerable enough with the 12th worst ERA in baseball. Ohtani is better than ever on the mound, posting an utterly dominant 28.4 kBB% as his splitter has become one of baseball's most unhittable pitches. Miami's strength is the rotation, but with one of their struggling starters going up against Ohtani, the Angels are the bet here. Our total pick is over 7, and here is why. The bullpens have been struggling a bit throughout the course of the regular season as the Angels are 18th in the bigs with a 4.07 reliever ERA, while the Marlins are right behind them with a 4.19 bullpen ERA so far. They also do not hit into double plays compared to the league average as Los Angeles are tied for the 9th fewest with 51 double plays hit into while Miami is tied for 12th with 52 double plays entering play. The over is 7.32 in the Angels' last 12 road games against southpaw pitchers, while it also hit into each of the last 5 Marlins interleague games against righties.